Hi, I'm Erica Stanish from KDKA-TV News, and this is your KDKA News Now update. I've got your top headlines and the latest weather forecast. 2 employees at Rivers Casino are facing charges for allegedly rigging games, and investigators say at least 2 players were in on the conspiracy. As Chris Hoffman reports, the alleged conspirators fleeced thousands from the casino.
According to state police, in all, this scheme between the dealers and at least 2 players racked up more than $10,000 taken from the casino. Over the weekend, state police charged River Casino employees 34-year-old Robin Snepp, 40-year-old Anthony Lausch, and player 43-year-old Jack Daniel Murphy III with several charges related to rigging table games. Investigators say Snepp worked at the video roulette table. She allegedly would spin the ball in a way that it wouldn't set off the sensors, allow players to continue betting even after a number hit. Her supervisor, Lausch, would allegedly override the error.
Instead of just voiding all plays, which should have happened, he, as a supervisor, was able to use his electronic fob on the machine and verify the number that was hit.
Troopers say Mars III and this lady, who they are trying to identify, were part of this scheme and made off with almost $11,000 through this rigging.
There comes that conversation of, I was just there playing, but that really deep investigational effort showcased that these 2 players knew what they were doing in the aired state, and they were part of the plan.
Investigators learned of this through an anonymous letter earlier this year. They found multiple occasions of this happening since December.
So then they tell their counterparts to come in and bet when the sensors are not hitting.
With Lausch and Snepp having been at the casino for almost 15 years, they are doing a deeper dive now.
This can continue on if we find out more players who knew how to manipulate that arid state of the roulette table.
Police are still looking for Mars III. The casino says they are cooperating fully with the investigation.
You're going to see a complete overhaul of how that machine works at the Rivers Casino. That has already been in place since these charges were filed over the weekend.
Both were released on bail and have a preliminary hearing scheduled for April 2nd. In Moon Township, Chris Hoffman, KDKA-TV News.
It's officially March Madness week here on KDKA, and we have a Cinderella story in the making right here in town. Duquesne University is heading to March Madness for the first time in decades, but it'll be the last dance for Duke's head coach, who announced today he's retiring for the season. Rich Walsh has more on the decision.
Duquesne is in the NCAA tournament for the first time in 47 years and doing it the hard way, winning 4 straight games to win the A-10 tournament. It was an emotional day on the campus of Duquesne University today. The euphoria of winning the A-10 title, but also the head coach, Keith Dambrot, decided to go out on a high note, retiring after 7 years as the Duke's head coach.
Last summer, I was about 80% sure I was going to retire after this year. I just felt like, it was time. I just decided before the season that this was going to be it for me. And so at this point, this is it for me.
It wasn't an easy decision for Dambrot, but he thought it was the right one.
I've spent my whole life at this job, and it's important to me. So I tried not to cheat the job, and that's one reason that I'm gonna retire, is I don't ever want to cheat the job. I just felt like I could see myself losing that edge at some point, and that's why I just said I don't want to end like that.
Dambrot might be calling it quits, but he's hoping to win a few more before it's over.
Everybody wants to win. Nobody wants to end as a loser. That's why we do this job. We can sit there and, talk about this, that, and the other, but we get paid to win games. I've never won an NCAA tournament game other than in Division II. So, yeah, I want to win a Division I tournament game and a 2 and 3 and 4, and I want to be Florida Atlantic or George Mason or VCU. That's what we're in for.
And Dambrot and the Dukes take on BYU in the first round of the NCAA tournament on Thursday. With the Dukes on the campus of Duquesne, Rich Walsh, KDKA-TV News.
And now here's First Alert meteorologist Ray Petlin with a look at your weather.
Our temperatures around are cold. We have these lower 30s in most cases, so it is feeling like winter and not like spring. We have the cloudy skies across the region, and we've been seeing these on and off snow showers, even a couple little snowflakes still flying by here from our camera up on Mount Washington. And temperatures tonight are going to fall into the upper 20s, mid to upper 20s, so it will be a colder night. But keep in mind, it will be on the breezy side. And with that the case, we'll be looking at wind chills likely down into the teens for early tomorrow morning, and then a slow build on those temperatures back to the mid 40s in Pittsburgh, upper 40s, especially south of I-70. But it is going to be another cool day tomorrow. Even into the next couple, we're going to keep these temperatures in the 40s. We get closer to 50 on Friday, and then I think Saturday, Sunday, and Monday of next week, we're going to get those temperatures back into the 50s. So there will be a little return to spring in the forecast, but we have to get through this first. These snow showers that are still around and will be around on and off through the night. So on and off snow showers, those start to break up tomorrow morning. I think much of the day comes with clouds, but you can't rule out a few snow showers, especially up north tomorrow. Now that'll finish up, and then we see the next disturbance trying to cut through, and on Wednesday we'll get another batch of rain and snow around and even a little sunshine by Thursday. But keep in mind, it's going to be sort of on and off winter here the next few days, and it's not until this weekend where it'll start to shape up and act like spring. So tonight, still some snow showers to deal with. Temperatures down into the mid to upper 20s. Cloudy skies, breezy conditions to go along with those snow showers. So wind chills will be approaching the teens pretty much area wide. Highs tomorrow, mid 40s, a cloudy, breezy, chilly day, and a few snow showers here or there. The best shot for those is going to be up north, but still a day very similar to what we had today. So we're going to keep that cold going on. Now, you'll see here, we get that snow and potentially some rain mixing on Wednesday, a break from that on Thursday, but that's one of the colder days this week after today, with temperatures only topping off near 40 degrees. And from there, our temperatures will start to warm, especially Saturday, Sunday, and Monday as we lift through the 50s and keep that sunshine going.